the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Washington football team. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They run with the former Buccaneer. It's Peyton Barber. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
He was brought down at the 26.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
27-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
A run with counter on first down, going to get about 5. 2nd and 5 coming up.
He was brought down by...
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
From the 29, Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Both sevens the mic. Both sevens the mic. Take both of them. Yo. Hey, check 50.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll try and run forward with Connor. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Check. Check out now. What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up?
They'll run here with Connor. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Dustin Hopkins on 40 extra points.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
He's tackled at the...
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now the first carry for Wendell Smallwood. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Greg Stroman back deep waiting for it. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now.
And now look at him go. The 40, the 30. 10, touchdown, Washington. Nyheim Hines, 81 yards. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start the drive with a give to Connor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
James Conner, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. 12-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
It's this Washington 12, Steelers nothing.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, if they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. On second down, it's Connor, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
First down, a run with Smallwood. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Like 80. I got you.
On 2nd and 7, Roethlisberger. Screen pass to Connor. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes this Washington 12, Steelers 7. Chris Boswell to kick.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They begin the drive with Hines. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Aaron Donald's the name most people think about at the defensive tackle position, but an all-pro last year alongside him, Cameron Hayward, an absolute nightmare to try and block. And he gets into the backfield on that play and finishes it off with a loss.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Now it's Haskins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Here's the Pro Bowl punter Tress Way on to punt for Washington.
Back deep for the Steelers, Ryan Switzer. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
Not much there, only a yard.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. That is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
They'll take over first.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
at their own 37. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Hines And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards. First down, Washington.
From midfield now, Haskins. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was looking for Antonio Gandy Golden that time, but it's going to be second down.
Second and 10.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again, Haskins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Let's go, let's go, let's go. 56 the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Check 50. Check 50.
On third down, it's Connor. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
A good carry and a first down by James Conner, and this Pittsburgh team is really hoping he's back in form because last year the entire Pittsburgh offense suffered without Ben Roethlisberger, quarterback. James Conner only 715 combined yards, but in 2018, he was a Pro Bowl running back. Combined yardage that year, 1,470. They're hoping for 2018 James Conner in 2020.
That one good for 37 yards.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Roethlisberger quickly to the flat. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
On third down, Connor. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
2nd and goal.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. 49.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. They'll look to run with Connor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And now Big Ben will lead the Steelers up to go for 2. Now Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
13.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Williams on the tackle.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
The ball carrier.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They run again with Hines, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
A gain of 3 on the
They gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Now this throw caught left side. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Hines, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Back now in Pittsburgh, and we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
The tackle made.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the shotgun, Haskins got his man complete over the middle. It's Love, and he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This from 36 yards out. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
And now this throw complete to Washington. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Check 16. Let's go. Easy, 2. Check 48. Come on.
There's Roethlisberger. Dancing to his left. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, a give to counter. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Counter on 1st down, not going to get a whole lot. Maybe a couple. 2nd down coming up.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Quarter. Easy. 48. 48 smart. 48 smart. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. 48. 48. Easy. Come on, D.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Check. You good? Check 99. Check 99. Check 16. Show me that. Double bump.
Here's Roethlisberger. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Here we go.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Connor. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Third and goal at the 4-yard line. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Connor, and he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
So he missed his first 2, but this time it's good, and that'll extend the lead.
24. Steelers 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. Today's final.
So a victory here for the Washington football team. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
so for Washington. They pick up their second win now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh,